This is the skit, Mr. Canyon. Can I call you Canyon? Joe Rogan and fucking Liver King, some setup. All right, it ends like this. Liver King is pretending to be Joe Rogan, wearing his face like fucking Chainsaw Massacre, fucking Leatherface, and eating his literal balls. Eating a literal meatball sandwich, all right? While Ari Shaffir cowers across the table. Liver King is a guy on the internet, and boy howdy is he. I've said this before, it's been less relevant as the live stream has gone on, but I started doing a lot of this type of content on TikTok, right? And I basically transitioned off TikTok because the growth is very, very weird. It's unpredictable and it's really inorganic, and you have to work for free for TikTok to get big on TikTok. That shit sucks, okay? But Liver King is a TikTok creator. He might be on YouTube, but he was on TikTok, especially in the fitness talk or however you call it area. Now, actually, I'm going to tell you about him before I show you a picture of him, because you really got to hammer. I got to hammer this home. At least 4 or 5-ish years ago, when the red pill stuff was popping off, and the beta male, sigma male, alpha male shit was really like popping. You guys remember like those topics were like being discussed actively, and like there'd always be some Adam ruins everything, like pencil neck dweeb. Like, I don't know if you know this, but alpha males aren't really a thing. And then like the response would be, that would be clipped into, you know, boom, 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 and it'd be like, I would eat you in the wild. And like, you can't disagree, because I don't think Adam Conover would survive a lot of these guys attempting to cannibalize him, but that's why we have society, because, you know, you don't want to be the big fish when we start doing auto or cannibalism of other people. Liver King was in this, okay? And that alpha male red pill shit on TikTok was instantly very big, and then instantly fucking annihilated because of one major issue with being a fitness influencer, which is the body positivity movement is owned by gym bros. I don't know if you know this or if you really get it, but like there's aspects of like, you know, a positive, health at any weight, whatever that stuff. You think about that, but body positivity is pushed hardest by gym bros. Guys that are fucking 5'8" to 6'4", but always like 100,000 pounds of muscle are the biggest body positivity people, because they are the most at risk. And you don't think that, because people from the outside see like somebody that's like in shape and they're like, this guy's not going to have any body positivity issues. You are observing this individual's body positivity issues right now. Body dysmorphia is not a thing that just affects like transgender people. And as a matter of fact, the worst body dysmorphia, like individuals that are affected by it, are very often cis males, because every single other type of person that's affected by it has off-roads that they're permitted to take. And especially before, like, sort of this started popping up. People will come and be like, hey, you shouldn't be anorexic. You should be more positive about your body. It's okay. And this and this. But then you see a guy who you don't know is actually, like, only 24, but he looks 35 because he's fucking juiced out of his mind on fucking peds and stuff, and actually has anorexia. And actually has not even anorexia, anhydria, by the way. Yes. Literally has a personal paraphilia. Fucking people out there for it. Has a personal, not paraphilia, sorry. Has a personal phobia, an internalized mental phobia of drinking water, because they're afraid if they hydrate too much, they'll get fat. That is what the gym world is and has been like for a while. And if you know anything about working out and exercising and doing like weightlifting, especially like cis male style bulk up weightlifting, that entire industry is full of very unhealthy people. Shout out Rich Piana. I know my types. Shout out Ziz. Unfortunately, we were all gonna make it, but Ziz had his fucking issues. Rich Piana was a guy that juiced up like fucking nuts. You had the Incredible Gut or whatever the fuck his name is. I can't remember. I think he was like Ukrainian or Polish or something. But he's a very, very big, very, very fat guy who would do like, he would do what do you call those? Ego lifts and stuff. Actual ego lifts, not what people think of as ego lifts now. Like he would do things like put 500 to 800 pounds on a fucking flat bar so it would bend when he picked it up, and then do like a whole thing and do like these weird little back extensions so it would move and clink a bit. Like, what the fuck is this guy doing? And so people that were on PEDs that had serious eating disorders, you can have eating in a way that's not healthy for you because you are doing it to try to achieve an impossible body standard is an eating disorder. Okay, it's not just anorexia and bulimia, purging and stuff. Refusing to take in the appropriate amount of sustenance, too much or too little, whatever, because of how you perceive yourself is an eating disorder. And a lot of these guys would have eating disorders. And they'll tell you about it. They're like, I was fucking purging, or I was doing horrible binge eating. I ruined my liver. All of my joints are fucked up because I kept just downing shitloads of acetaminophen, and my liver has like spots on it now because I was overdosing on acetaminophen and on ibuprofen in order to get over like workout fatigue and keep going. I have lung damage from doing tren. I have, horrible scarring from being way too big. And then you have also like people that are just injecting oil and shit into their biceps. The male fitness industry was a fucking nightmare for a long time. And it's actually kind of interesting that the red pillars opened the door to change it permanently. I can't remember what this guy's name is, but he's the hyper positivity dude. He's always got a hat on, and it was like this dude was leading the revolution for a while and attacking people who attacked people online, which I think you have to do. You do have to bully bullies to get them to shut the fuck up sometimes. And this guy would come after people. They're like, oh, you're going to make fun of somebody because they're fat? That is disgraceful behavior. You know that everybody in the gym is there for each other. And if you're not going to be there for everybody else, you're creating a negative environment that's going to fuck up everyone, including yourself. And all those bad feelings that you're putting on someone else, you are going to feel them yourself 10 times over. And you know that. And that's why you're acting like that. It's because you don't feel good enough about your own gains in your own fucking way. It's like, goddamn. That dude, that was a fucking, like, that motherfucker was hitting people with like Steven Universe grade fucking like chat foo, and actually like ruining people's careers online by being like, I'm a bad guy, I'm a bad girl, I go to the gym, oh my god, he's fat, he's looking at my ass, oh my god, whatever the fuck. And this whole thing, it really popped off from that. In the middle of this were the sort of core influencers that were really trying to use the red pill and really trying to play off the lack of self-esteem that a lot of young men have when they're 17, 18, 19 years old and don't have the ability or the knowledge or the discipline or ethic or whatever to go to the gym and get bigger. They would play on those insecurities and basically try to create a situation where you could excuse how fucking slovenly and shitty your body was because you just didn't have the money or like the ability to like live like these guys, and like women are holding you down somehow. Like it's because like fucking bitches want to eat celery and stuff that we don't have access to like raw goose liver. You know what I mean? So I can constantly be eating nothing but like bull testicles and liver all the time. And YouTube would have never been able to deal with this the same way that TikTok did, because TikTok has the stitch function and they're quick and they're really to the point. And Liver King was one of the hardcore pieces of this, where he had an unironic, very similar fan base to like Andrew Tate and like the Paul brother type deals, where it would clearly be these young men that were like 15 to like 20 years old. You can hear it when they're typing, right? And he would be appealing to them by being like, yeah, fucking men these days are weak, people aren't strong and stuff. And he had, I shit you not, the fakest looking body I've ever seen in my life. To the point where every other fitness influencers are like, you are using fake plates. You are not lifting that. When you are lifting those things, you're lifting them incorrectly. Your abs are clearly fake. Your pectoral muscles are clearly implants. You're on so many PEDs, you look like your fucking head's about to pop. Why are you telling people you're all natural and just eating an all meat diet? Like, you're a liar. And they would hit it like, you're a liar. And then people would respond to them, which you really can't do on YouTube, is people would make comments like, yeah, well, you're just a fucking pussy. Liver King would eat you, blah, blah, blah. It's like, okay, well, then Liver King, if he's this strong, I'm actually an Olympic class weightlifter. I want to see him lift fucking 6 plate, which is like, what? 6 plate right now. And just wham, poof, wham, poof, poof. Like, okay. I can't remember what his name was. Here's this black dude I followed. I don't see his stuff as much anymore, but he was a heavy weightlifter, so maybe he injured himself. But he would rip deadlifts off the ground like fast as shit. I'm talking like 6 plate. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? How did you just do that? On a decline? Why are you standing on a thing? Like, I'm just built like that. Okay, cool. And like, there would just be people responding to him, not even saying stuff, just like, okay, and like pointing out his fake plates and stuff. And so like the Liver King is clearly fake. And then he had like a crew of fanboys who were like, no, this is real. You need to eat like this and da 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 da. It's clearly bullshit, right? And mixed in with this is a lot of misogyny, and you can really follow the line of how misogyny hurts men in it, because it's men that hate women again and again and again, but it's men that are so afraid of the negative aspects that they've put on women being part of themselves, and it's literal gender dysphoria. It's literally gender dysphoria. You've created an idea of what men are that you can't live up to, so you're upset about it, and then you're judging other people for not being men, that kind of thing. But like, you can see people harming themselves. People would try to do what this guy did. They would try to like live up to his standards. It's like, you're not going to ever look like him, because he is a rich person already who paid to look like that and put no effort in for the vast majority of it. Like, he bought looking like that. And now all these people are saying, and I'm going to show you some videos of this guy. They're saying this dude is not on PEDs and has no implants. That's what his fans were like before other motherfuckers got off it. And if you don't know anything about working out at the gym or anything like that, I can forgive you. But this is the guy, we're about to see him, that they said was not on PEDs. Performance enhancing drugs, by the way. This is what his page looks like. So this is the Liver King. He looks like shit. He actually looks like, now that I see it, he looks like the Brian Callen. Whatever the other guy is from the fucking, the fighter and the kid. The guy that hung out with fucking Brendan Schaub. He looks like that dude if that dude fucking juiced. Look at this guy.
What up, Primals? We're here with none other than the best bushman, the Hudson.
Okay, thank you.
Some of you know about Barbarian. It's a
okay, I think this is from him getting arrested, or right around when he did. He seems to be bleeding. I don't know if somebody beat him up or something. But
rite of passage. It's weapon.
So, we're not gonna watch that just yet.
Just enough. Give me a sec.
God damn it, dude. Untold. I'm probably gonna get fucking copy hit. There we go. So now, if you notice something about this guy's stomach, I think this might actually be AI too. His muscles are not like flexing the right way. I think this is actually AI. Your abdominals move when your body moves, right? They're actually a stability muscle. His are the weirdest. There we go. That's a good one. Do you see how he's forward like this, but his gut is out? That's a typical fucking that's bubble gut. I can't remember specifically what it. PED is performance enhancing drug. I keep saying that right. I can't remember. I think that's actually human growth hormone does that, because that's what fucking that's what Joe Rogan looked like for a little while. So he had a big old pushed out gut like this. But do you see how deep the insertions are in his abs, while his serratus muscle has next to no insertions, and his delts have next to no insertions, and then there's an insertion that's that fucking deep underneath his pec. The insertion is how deep the joint of the muscle. So like, right, I got like a bicep, right? And I haven't done any cut. You can see the depth right here that shows off where the end of my bicep is. That's the insertion. I have terrible bicep insertions because I haven't lost any weight and I haven't done any cut and I'm not focused on it. If that was super deep and defined, that's a good insertion. That's where the muscle shows off its definition and its connection to the other stuff. Insertions, right? There's part of flexing is being able to show off your insertion, right? By flexing the muscle, and you have to have good connective tissue. You have to be young. You have to be healthy to really do that. If you've gotten surgery, your insertions will show up when they shouldn't. Let me bring up Mr. Olympia, just so you guys can see what I'm talking about. So these are some of the biggest guys on earth. This is a Mr. Olympia flex off, right? I want you to watch how the biggest guys, period, how their stomach muscles move and how their fucking pecs move relative to this. Look, do you see that fucking definition? Do you see how when he goes up, those insertions vanish, even though this guy right here has not drank water for probably half a week. He's had almost none, so that his literal skin is dehydrated and as thin as possible. But you see when he breathes in, those insertions have to go away. They have to go away because the fucking judges are going to be like, you're hyperfixated on musculoskeletal anatomy. You have to know. These are pec insertions between the pectoralis major and minor, right? Pec insertions, abdominal insertions, quadriceps insertions, the whole fucking 9 yards. Do you see how their muscles are going in and out? Because the hardest thing to do on stage is to move, and part of it is unflex and flex, and your muscle has to go slack and stuff, and then reflex, because that's part of showing it off. Let's keep going. Watch. Whomp. You see those fucking, he goes in. Boom. And then if you see the side of his pec, do you see this is what a pectoral muscle looks like? You can see the underlying connections. These guys are huge. They are big. This is what, and this is not possible to maintain. Also, I'll add, this is show weight, or what you call show physique. This is the day. This is Hadi Chopin and Samson Dauda Arnold Classic 2024. So these guys are at the Arnie. They're fucking at max. This is as good as it gets, period. They have worked every fucking day for this. Now, they might be on peds. That's fine in my mind for this, as long as it's kind of like everybody's on the same shit behind the thing. But no surgery. You can't be on surgery. Arnold Schwarzenegger, calf surgery. And nowadays it's way easier. Do you see how when this guy's flexing his abs also, his serratus muscles here are super flexed, right? Kind of. Because that side of him that's going down like that it's his actual stabilizing muscles all flexing at once, and he's doing it. He's going, Ka. You can actually, if you put your arm like this, try to keep your torso steady and then breathe out and then flex it like that. It actually helps if you make the little face. You can feel all of those muscles flex, even if you have fat there, as I do. You would not be able to see my serratus muscles. That's you're in insanely good shape if you could show off your fucking serratus. That's nuts. These little pieces right here and right there. But you can see his pectoral insertion, and on this guy, he lifts his arm up, it goes away, and it deforms. The pectoral is only this squarish shape when the arm is down. When the arm is up, it turns into this elongated diamond shape, which is actually it's actually part of this. To be able to flex that up, that's the up flex of the pec. It shows off the upper pectoral muscle, which is very difficult to get. And then you'll have your serrations and your insertions between your pec. That flex is even harder, and the harder the flex is, you'll see the guys do the behind the head, like that. These muscles won't have the same side insertions and then that overlap, because actually when it's down, that's the lower pectoral muscle flexed down. That can't look like that when it's relaxed, which it has to be when you go up like this. It's going to be elongated, right? And then you have this deltoid to pectoral connection right here. You have your upper delts. All of those are going to be in a different shape, and you want to be able to show them off too, so you and flex it out. So that's what these kind of bodies look like. You see how that insertion goes almost completely away. And then when he's moving, ridiculous. You can see every little bit of serration inside of him. It's fucking nuts. These guys are at the top of their game. That's the man himself. That's fucking Ronnie Coleman. Look, Look, do you see how his muscle, he's dehydrated as shit. He's on this stuff, but you see how fucking his muscles still flex in and out? I think this is even with some AI fucking additionals. Boom. You can see all of that motion. And that's part of really what like they're looking for when you're doing it. So look at Liver King. He's doing the same thing. Do you see how that pectoral insertion never changes? It never goes away. How would he have an insertion that's that deep and that clean compared to these guys that are going all the time? Also, if you look at the top of his chest, he has some flex over here, but then this lower part doesn't really go in. His shoulders are pretty fucking big. This might actually be even still a bit juiced up, but it's because he's fucking surgeried out. He is surgeried out of his fucking mind. You can actually see his fucking stomach inhaling and exhaling, and his pecs never go away. Or his fucking abs never go away the right way. This looks like fucking AI right now. Or at least it's definitely fucking colored up. This is another thing, are these ego lifts. This is a whole big deal. So this is going to look like a lot. What are you even doing? Are you just going to do shrugs? Why do you have that like that? We got wrist wraps. We're at our fucking mid thigh. What is he doing? Talking? Yeah, are you just going to do shrugs? Oh, pick up and a pull down? What? That's a bad idea. Okay, yeah. So that's like a weird ego lift. So stability is a big thing. This is what I'm talking about. Do you see? So what he did here, if you're watching, is we did a shrug, right? We did a lift off shrug, a step forward, a set down, and then a deadlift, and then a step back over the top of these. These are actually usually these are rests or bale claws or whatever the fuck you're supposed to call them. All of these are mixed in together. These different color weights and stuff mean that they're different weights. Literally, there's no way to tell exactly how heavy it is because I don't know. The guys that actually follow this stuff, they'll tell you because it'll look like they're big weights, but the plates are actually like 10 pounds, 10 pounds, 10 pounds, 10 pounds. This is actually probably what it is. It's the reason he mixed it in this way. And then like that might be a 45 and that might be a 45, but these are called bumper plates, which are all the same size because they're for people that do CrossFit. So the plate is as big as a 45 plate is whatever. Someone actually might know it, but it's about 1.5 feet, 2 feet-ish, whatever wide. It's like this big, literally. That's how big a 45 is for 45 steel plates or 45 iron plates. And then a 35 will be smaller, 25, 10, and then like all the 5s and 2.5s are right around the same size. Bumper plates are all the same size so that people that lift less or for other exercises where you want to set the bar down on the ground, the bar doesn't have 10-pound weights on it that are super tiny and it's right next to the ground. It'll be up higher. He mixes these in so he looks like he's lifting like a fuckload of weight. The other thing is that he's being extremely unstable. This is a dangerous exercise to do. It doesn't give you anything. It's an ego lift. So it's supposed to look cool. So it's like, wow. I don't know if you know this, but the Liver King picked up like 5,000 pounds. And he walked forward and set it down. And then he picked it back up. And then he stepped back and put it down. You do not want to do that. You want to minimize the amount of steps you take after you pick up heavy weight. Because if anything goes wrong, all of the stabilizer muscles underneath where that weight is are now responsible for holding it up. So if you twist your ankle, if you step wrong, your fucking knee will explode, okay? You can see how shaky his legs are when he's doing it. There are walking with heavyweight exercises, things like farmer carries, right? You pick it up and you walk. But you don't go from one motion to another motion almost ever in weightlifting. And if you do, you gotta understand, all of those things are dangerous. And usually if you're doing it to kind of show mastery of physical motion in a thing that would otherwise be dangerous. Something like a snatch and clean push, the things that the fucking CrossFit people are always hurting themselves doing, a mixed motion like that, those whole things are to show off your ability to stabilize extremely heavy weight. Doing something like this, picking up a heavy weight for a shrug off of this rack like that, walking forward, setting it down, doing a deadlift, walking back and setting it, it's not the most dangerous possible thing you could do in the gym because imagination is the limit, but it's not safe. There's no point to it. You don't want to transition weight off of and then back onto a machine like this. And you don't want to be moving backwards with weight ever, except for in one specific circumstance. And that is usually 99% of the time that I can think of it, squats. And that's what this thing is for. That's why it's that long. You pull the squats off here, or your squat for bar off here, bar for squats off here. Take 1 or 2 small steps backward, and then you do your squat. If you're doing super heavy weight, they have specialized squat racks for that so that you don't take steps, because it's dangerous to take a step with weight. It's dangerous to show people taking steps with weight that are not in tune with how working out works. And I'm not the biggest guy ever. Hey, but he's bigger than you. He knows better. No, he doesn't. Okay. Science-based lifters, whatever, even basic ass lifters would be like, oh, damn, you're like taking a bunch of unnecessary steps. Stepping backward with heavy weight is dangerous because you don't know what's behind you. Stuff can change. Things can move. Your body, if you've never been fatigued under heavy weight, will change. It will actually, first off, it will change height. You will be slightly smaller as your body compresses. So sometimes if you pick up weight, you actually can't put it back where it was before you picked it up. You'll also fatigue, so you'll be falling underneath the weight. You will feel at times when you're holding heavy weight that your body is even, but it's not. That's why they have mirrors in the gym. It's for flexing in and feeling like you're oats, but it's also to look at yourself to make sure that while your brain is telling you your arms are in the same place, you can actually see your way weaker left arm is actually dipping under this weight, and it's not as high as it should be. Stepping backward with wrist straps with weight that's over the top of your knees that way could put you in a position where you trip, where you slip, where you drop it, where you miss the hook there and then drop a half of that load on top of your leg. I've had accidents in the gym just because I was fucking slightly injured and I should have probably been doing squats, and I dropped the fucking bar and it rolled off my back and it hit me in the back and it fucking hurt, left a big fucking bruise because I let my form crumple. And when my form went bad, I dropped it, thankfully, before I hurt myself completely, but it hit those bars and shit. The gym can be pretty fucking dangerous. Now, if I were to drop that and like this guy's fucking doing weirdo walkarounds and stuff, you know what I mean? I know he's in his own home, but like that's bad. Now, okay, whatever. He's not where he can do that. The thing is his dumbass ideas travel outside of his page. And this is kind of the thing with the Liver King and why people didn't like him, is he's a weird fucking guy. His advice is dog shit. And he lies to his audience through presentation and through like just literally what he says about how to get big and how to fucking stay strong and stuff. His body is weird. He is on a fuckload of peds. If you look at his face, if we get a good one, hold on. His back looks mostly normal. Fucking strange guy. Hold on. We see when he's even not working out. Whatever. What is this? Farmer Carry. Ugh. Let me see your face. There we go. Come on. He is bright red. I don't know. Happy 16th birthday to somebody. He's bright red. He's not vascular in a good way. Vascular in a good way means that you have enough fat off of you that your veins show, okay? You can tell when you see him, it's not just dehydration or good fucking exercise. His head is vascular in a way that suggests he's got hypertension. He's bright red all the time. And even he talks, it sounds like his jaw's fucking tight. He's got hypertension because the fucking peds that he's on, and he's cycled up. I don't think the dude's been off cycle ever. He's been, so even if you do steroids and stuff, you can't do them forever. You have to do them for a few months and then get off of them. That's going to be an on-off cycle, and they time that and shit. There's different types of cycles you could do. Your actual doctor at some point in your life when you get older probably is going to put you on a cycle of steroids, right? For helping you clear your lungs of phlegm or to help you recuperate after a surgery. Same thing. You go on them and you go off of them. And if you stay on them for too long, it starts causing weird health effects. Some of them it's like an enlarged heart and constricted fucking veins and arteries, which will actually give you fucking hypertension. Bam! Along with his horrible diet of high fatty organ meat, like livers and balls. His face looks like that because of all the hemoglobin he eats. It's definitely 100% not peds. 100% definitely. Oh, yeah. You got that thrombosis. There's color coding for Olympic weights. You can also get all black ones that they all look the same. So like the ones at my gym, we actually have all black bumper plates. So you could, given the angle of a camera, mix in like a bunch of 35s and 25s, and you wouldn't really be able to tell because the 10 is obviously like this thick, but then the 25 looks like that, and the 35 looks like that. 45 is that big, but if you just put 35s on there and pretend like and then stack them with like 10s, you might give somebody the impression that it's actually like, those are actually 45s, but you know, it's 10 pounds per 20 pounds, per plate over the course of, the double sides. He's overclocked. Yes. The heart is a muscle that's working all the time. Roids blow that up hardcore. Yeah. So the guy's fucking nuts. How does he have such a beautiful mane? Well, he also uses fucking every TikTok filter that fucking exists. But apparently he has been wrapped up. So I think this is this is May 14th. Liver still is king. Netflix, Liver King Netflix. I don't know why this guy's going to be on fucking Netflix.
Most of it seems to be true. Liver still is king. We eat nose to tail every day. Even today, Seafood Wednesday, testicle ceviche, fish eggs, bone and skin on sardines, the nines.
He eats, I don't know if you guys know this, he eats an insane amount of dick and balls. I'm not kidding. That's not like he's gay. Like the guy eats dicks and balls. He eats a lot of balls. He eats balls like fucking crazy. He eats raw balls all the time. There's a very famous TikTok of a doctor reacting to him where he's like, why have a vegetable when you could have a testicle? And like is eating like a ram nut with all the fat on it still like straight, which is crazy to do. Because that's first off, ew, and second off, and then just a lot of other numbers, ew. But also, like, I don't even know, like, we don't even plan for the kind of parasites that could be in there, because who the fuck thinks that way? You know what I mean? And the doctor goes, you should eat a vegetable, because then you wouldn't have balls in your mouth. Which is like, yes, it's very weird. So he's like testicle ceviche. Ceviche, if you're not familiar with Spanish or Latino cuisine, is chopped up raw with like lemon and shit. It's basically the same thing as tartare. Very similar to like tartare, right? Tartare is a specific recipe, but that's like mashed up beef, super ground up, minced meat, but raw with like salt and shit. He's eating dick and ball ceviche. Maybe no dick. He's eating fucking ball ceviche, which is something I would normally make up to make fun of somebody. But he's raw like, that's what I'm eating today is balls ceviche. Liver King.
We're a different
I mean, he's walking anywhere. Look at the size of this fucking, look at the size of the vein on his temple. Like, we all have that same one, but that, like, I worked out today, and I did a pretty decent one for me post-injury. You know, it was back and buys, the whole fucking shebang with some extensions. When I get done working out, you can't see it now at all, so I don't even, but like, I have that, mine's right here, right there. You can sort of kind of see it, maybe. I would have to guess that there's got to be some, because the way I have the light set up, there's going to be some level of definition right there. But like, it goes away after I'm done. When I'm working out, it's big and it's small because your blood pressure spikes when you're exercising. And that's what makes that big. Because your skin on your fucking head can't get much thinner, right? Because it's your face. You have to be especially fat or have certain types of like developmental, not issues, but like developmental situations with your actual DNA to make your head really like fat, especially on your temples and your scalp, which you hold the least amount of fat in. So understand, there's not much you can do to remove the rest of this and make this vein and artery or whatever the fuck show up more. It's always there. It's like one of the things, that's why they show it in anime. Somebody gets mad that pops up. Because when your blood pressure spikes, this becomes obvious. His is never down. It's never down. It's that big at all times. Like he's walking, even if he's walking with a backpack, your blood pressure shouldn't be that high. For a hump, it should. I've been on him. Your face does not get like fucking maxed out while you're on a fucking hike. But he's always got it popped. And it looks like it's starting to get like varicose damage. Like the walls of the vein on the side of his fucking head are so overborne that they're starting to pop in places, which is fucking nuts, dude.
Now than the family that made the movie, a rebranding, sure, an evolution, more accurate. Liver King, the name, it never mattered. The message is what matters. The ancestral tenets, that's what matters. My family's living a pretty good life. The tenets don't cost anything. Accessible to everybody, can change your life tomorrow. We hope to share it, and if the risk-benefit seems favorable, and if it doesn't cost anything, and if the benefit seems to be a better life, the name never mattered. Forget who said it. If you have questions, I'll answer them. Liver King out.
Like, his shit is popped up. It is not the face of a guy that's in good health. Do you know what I mean? I think he's maybe like 50 something, maybe, I don't know. Also, when you're 50, if you're going to be that big, you have to be on peds minimum. You have to be that, because you just can't hold on to that shit. You have to be on peds to be that big in your 20s, unless you are a genetic anomaly. And by genetic anomaly, I don't mean like, hey, you're him. I mean like you have fucking megalogamy or whatever the fuck. Like you're like Shaq. You know what I mean? You have an actual genetic issue that is not good outside of you play sports, because it actually will cause like health shit. Because if you get the second type of it, it just kills you. You got the first kind that's actually good for sports only. And if you don't have that, it's not you. You have to be on peds. To get your pecs that big, you have to be on peds. But Captain America, peds. But Thor, peds. Kumail Nanjiani, when he was at peds, bro. You have to be to have that pecs that big. It's a rule. Everyone knows. You're not going to go to a gym in America and have pecs where you have on your inside of your pec a 2-inch insertion, and people are going to go like, oh, you want anything? And when you say no, they're going to go like, oh yeah, well, no one is, right? Like, God damn. He looks like he's about to explode at all times. At all fucking times. He's just not in a good place. But apparently he's been arrested in Austin, Texas. This is Tuesday, June 24th. Thank you for telling me the Israel-Iran truce held. This is Yahoo News via Brianna Hollis for KXAN. I think that's CBS Austin. Thank you for creating the article. The Austin Police Department has arrested Brian Johnson. I've never heard his name before, but hilarious that his name is Johnson. Known online as the social media influencer Liver King, according to Travis County jail records and the Austin Police Department. Faces one charge of terroristic threat, a Class B misdemeanor, which is really hard to get people actually arrested on. Like, because you have to keep saying it. If you don't know that, like, you could get arrested on terroristic threat charges. Usually the cops aren't going to do it because they're like, could you just shut the fuck up instead? Because they're misdemeanors, because it's an aspect of speech. Usually people will get off with it and it'll be a fine. You have to really push to get terroristic threat charges. You have to push. They're usually ancillary charges to something more extreme, like also carrying a gun as a felon. Like that. When you cover him, or you just won't shut the fuck up, or you're like, your ex-wife is like, he's literally outside, he's been saying he's gonna kill me for 2 hours, can you fucking arrest him? Like, okay, we're gonna put you in jail on terroristic charges. Like, all right, how long? Like, well, it's a misdemeanor, so it's a 24 to 72 hour hold. You know. Police department confirmed Johnson made threats against Joe Rogan on his Instagram profile. Fucking hilarious. Joe Rogan missed his opportunity to hunt man. You have all them fucking bows and arrows and shit. You should have just taken them out. In an Instagram video, Johnson posted on June 23rd, he said, Joe Rogan, I'm calling you out. My name's Liver King. Man to man, I'm picking a fight with you. I have no training in jiu-jitsu. You're a black belt. You should dismantle me, but I'm picking a fight with you. Your rules. I'll come to you whenever you're ready. Yes. This is what we need. Everybody, I'll tell you what, Joe Rogan deserves this, by the way. Joe Rogan deserves to have people traveling to him to fight him. He really does, 100%. I stand 10 toes down on that. Joe Rogan was on his show a week or two ago calling a guy who was an actual archaeologist he had a beef with a pussy, not a real man. He looks like a bitch. And the guy had cancer. The guy had stage 4 like lymphoma or some shit and was recovering from fucking chemotherapy while Joe Rogan's looking at pictures of him like, you don't look like a man, you look like a bitch, what a fucking beta and stuff. Like the guy has fucking veins full of radioactive poison because he has fucking cancer. So from now on, Joe Rogan has talked too much shit about masculinity and fighting for what's yours and what people should look like and who isn't a bitch. Joe Rogan deserves it. At this point, anyone who wants to challenge Joe Rogan should go and just challenge him to a fight in real life. Because what in the fuck? You're the one who talked all this shit. All your friends are Navy SEALs, and you talk about concealed carry and fucking I'd kill somebody if they this and that. It is time for you to stand 10 toes down. No more calling the police. Get your little fucking crossbow and a fucking deer hide and just start fucking arrowing people that come to your fucking kingdom, okay? No more libertarians calling the police. No. You buy your fucking bow and arrow and you get your broadheads and you sit up in your fucking studio and you flap them. Give them the flap, right? Come on, Mr. Hunts with Sherpas. He has it coming. He has talked way too much shit for way too long and way too directed for like people to not come and try to get his shit over this kind of stuff. He is on another level. You're like, Tyler, you talk some shit. I talk a lot to nobody. Joe Rogan, when he's like, fuck these motherfuckers, you're a pussy, you're a bitch, is talking to 100 million people. There is a difference between 100 and 100 million. The million figure is very important in why this changes things. And I think he's just got it coming, man. He's like the ultimate masculine, look out for your family. People are pussies these days. People won't stick up. They don't know where their food comes from. They won't fight for this, blah, 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 blah. Be a man, be a man, be a man. Also, I have a fucking state-of-the-art $1 million fucking gym, and I'm on every fucking ped known to man to try to hold on to my fucking masculinity. Dude's got a bigger bubble gut than a literal gorilla. Also is 5'8". I think you got it coming at this point. According to APD, detectives contacted Mr. Rogan, who stated that he had never had any interaction with Johnson and considered the post to be threatening. Joe Rogan confirmed scared. Joe Rogan's scared of Liver King. I gotta say, Joe Rogan is scared of the Liver King. I consider that threatening. I would say let him go. He's harmless. I'm Joe Rogan. I live on a fucking probably palatial fucking estate in Austin, Texas. I got every goddamn gun and bow and arrow known to man. I hunt the super deer of Hawaii. You know Joe Rogan, he goes and he hunts the super deer, the deer that are the fastest and most startled deer. He hunts those deers. Pounds upon pounds of fucking meat in his fridge. It's time for you to kill somebody, Joe. You have to do it. You have to kill the takers. There is no walking around it. Or you are a bitch. Joe Rogan, you're too weak. You gotta fucking kill these guys, bro. You talk too much shit. You talked way too much shit. You can't go on and on about lethality and fucking hanging out and let fucking Walton Goggins and fucking whatever his name, old butthole mouth, fucking Navy SEALs. Look, people these days just don't know what it's like to be a man. People these days don't know what it's like to fight for what you need. Yeah, people should just fight. People need to fight for what they need. The government, it does not do anything for you. I think that a libertarian future is the only way, Joe. Joe, I think that people are not masculine the way that they should be. You can't go through all that shit. And then when the cops are like, hey, man, this fucking guy might be trying to eat your balls. This guy might be coming to Austin, Texas to eat your 55-year-old balls. He might be coming for your nuts, Joe. What should we do? Oh, my God. I'm feeling threatened. You can't do that. You got to say catch and release. Catch and release. We'll do this like men. You can't be a libertarian and then use the state to arrest a guy that wants to eat your balls. You got to use your broadhead arrows and your magical hunting skills from hunting the super deer of Hawaii to kill the guy. Okay? That's the only way. Throw one into his liver. It's natural. Or let him kill you so that he can eat your balls and become you. Meat Canyon, reach out to me. Can somebody clip this and send this to Meat Canyon? Meat Canyon, I will write and do all the voice acting. I know that you have a slightly larger platform than me. We can work around that. This is the skit, Mr. Canyon. Can I call you Canyon? Joe Rogan and fucking Liver King, some setup. All right, it ends like this. Liver King is pretending to be Joe Rogan, wearing his face like fucking Chainsaw Massacre, fucking Leatherface, and eating his literal balls. Eating a literal meatball sandwich, all right? While Ari Shaffir cowers across the table. As Joe Rogan, I need to say that I like cigars and Traeger grills. Don't you like them as well, Ari Shaffir? Can I go home? Can I go home? Eat your ball ceviche, Ari Shaffir. Brendan Schaub is like hanging from a meat hook in the corner with his fucking balls gone. Liver King's eyes going out the side of his house, the bulging veins on his face. Wow. I, Joe Rogan, say that the Traeger grill is the finest way if you don't like your balls raw, to have your balls smoked by the gentle flames of the Traeger grill. A smoky, delectable treat that can be set with Bluetooth. And then you can have delicious meatball subs made with the finest balls in Hollywood or Austin, Texas, wherever you are. He keeps trying to go on, but just out of fucking nowhere, Bert Kreischer just interrupts. A joke for 8 people. Yeah, man, I had when I was on a show on the Travel Channel. Why are you talking right now? I was on a show on the Travel Channel. And you wouldn't believe this, but we went to Nepal, and in Nepal, they have restaurants, and you could eat all kinds of stuff. I was talking, Bert Kreischer, about the Traeger grill. No, the Traeger grills. No, I mean, I guess if you don't want me to be here to say anything, if you don't want me, I could be here, but if you want me to just hear it, I could just don't. You don't want me to say anything. I guess I could sit quietly in the corner or something. I would prefer that. I, Joe Rogan, would prefer that. Call me up, Papa Gut. No, not Papa Gut. Ew, Papa Meat Canyon, Mr. Canyon. Hit me up, okay? I don't have time to make all this stuff on my own. If you're an animator, hit me up. All right, I'm looking for animators right now. It doesn't have to be like super big. I need some full color animatics. I will pay you. We will. I have the money to pay you ahead of time to work on the project. Hit me up. You have to be good. No animation students who don't understand timing or how to use color functions. Okay, I'm not gonna also teach you how to animate, but I am looking for animators, by the way. Animators, reach out. Police located Johnson at the Four Seasons Hotel downtown around 6 p.m. Tuesday and took him into custody. I don't like that. I don't like that he was staying at a Four Seasons. That's first off too nice of a motel and also not nice of one. If he would have been camping in Austin in a random place, that would have been an infinitely better thing. Or if he would at least been at something that's equivalent to camping, like a Motel 6. You know, like a Motel 3, where you're like, is this even the right kind of number? You haven't really lived until you've had to go across America, and then you get to the motel you thought was a real hotel, and then it's part of that Indian hotel conglomerate of like, what are you guys doing in here? Because I don't think I'm supposed to stay here. And they have like metal keys for the doors, like real, just a key. Like what's going on? Like, oh, mister. They'll always make up a reason where you're not supposed to stay at the hotel. Closed. What, you can't stay here? No, closed. The fuck is this fucking hotel chain? It's like they bought up all the Bates motels after the fucking white fucking cannibals killed everybody there. An additional Instagram video posted around 7:30 p.m. shows who appears to be Johnson wearing a burgundy hoodie and pants, handcuffed, getting into a police vehicle. I'm also upset he wasn't shirtless. Of all the people to be arrested shirtless and be on a good episode of fucking Digital Cops, this guy gets arrested in a hoodie? That's some bullshit. Attorney information is not listed for Johnson. Police department says this is an ongoing investigation. Well, it's a misdemeanor, so who knows? He had all of his ball eating equipment. Oh, hell yes. Play it.
Still recording, but sorry I didn't see you come out. We were making your coffee. Coffee's ready.
Oh, good. Please, can I have the coffee?
Yeah, it's gonna be an espresso.
What?
Yeah, this is way too nice.
Espresso.
This is way too nice of a hotel. Also, what is this? This thing looks like a classic Xbox, but I know it's not. Is this like makeup? What are these people doing?
Do you need any
If you don't mind, don't ask me what I need. I'll say what I need from whomever.
What in the fuck is going on? What in the fuck is this? Hold on. Can I get this in full screen? Oh, thank you. What? This motherfucker, like, is traveling like he's an actual con. He's stealing my thing. He's got his, I don't know if this is actually a family member or like a medicine woman. They're playing like soothing sounds. They're playing the kind of shit that you would normally like hear from the sword shop in the mall. He's dressed like the guys in the mall sword shop wanted to look like. Oh my god.
You didn't stop recording, did you?
I'm still recording, but sorry I didn't see you come out. We were making your coffee. Coffee's ready.
Oh, good.
What in the fuck is, this is, you know what I tell people? And it's like, I tell people this all the time. I know I'm Caucasian, literally. Like, I'm white. I am white. I'm not trying to fit in with any other ethnicity, okay? I know I'm Germanic, whatever that, but I am not actually white. There is a level of whiteness that is mythical even to me. And I know that sounds crazy because, like, Crackered Up Tyler, right? Honky extraordinaire. But there are levels of whiteness I gotta hammer it home they transcend the average dickhead you see out in the world. This is nuts. My man has a series of lives he lives. I can only afford my one life. All right? That's what people are like, Tyler, you're two-faced? I can't afford an additional face, my friend. Only this. This guy is got a series of different lives he is living. He is simultaneously ego lifter, ball drinking ceviche guy, but also he is in whatever this meditative, like, you know, Bed Bath and Beyond, Bed Body Works, fucking Bath and Body Works, like lavender sleepy time lotion, which I got some the other day and it's fucking awesome. What in the fuck? Like, all of these people shouldn't be here. Like, this guy is surrounded by an inappropriate entourage. He should be with a series of individuals that are dressed like him, but all slightly smaller. Do you know what I mean? But then we've got whatever this is. Like, holy fuck.
Can I have the coffee?
Yeah, it's gonna be an espresso.
What?
An espresso.
Do you need any
If you don't mind, don't ask me what I need. I'll say what I need from whomever I need it to, and I'm gonna also do everything that I can.
Like, did you think that there was just gonna be some fucking like soft colored white twink was gonna come into the fucking liver? This is one of the times you're allowed to use that word. I don't know how else to describe the body composition of the guy that delivers this in an actual espresso cup. Espresso to the Liver King. Do you want coffee? It's going to be in a, we only have espresso available.
Making your coffee. Coffee's ready.
Oh, good. Please, can I have the coffee?
Yeah,
He's doing some sort of fucking witchcraft over here.
espresso.
I think that's Perrier. Like, he's drinking a Perrier. They don't sell them near me. Maybe they do, but I don't know where to fucking find them on the show. That looks like a fucking Perrier water bottle. We're drinking French ass water. Eating balls and drinking French water. And then this guy comes up and he's got an espresso in an actual espresso glass, which I don't think you can get normally at the fucking Four Seasons. Which they either brought it with them,
If you don't mind,
or they're in a fucking sweet. Look at this guy.
from whomever I need
Hi.
to, and I'm gonna also
There you go.
do everything that I can with the amount of time I'll try and explain the least amount that I'm going to. We agreed on 12, correct?
12 minutes, correct.
There's 12 ancestral tenants, you know that?
I do.
Like, what is going on? He's wearing like I think it's supposed to look like a plate carrier, but I think he's just wearing Alice gear. Like he's wearing like a web belt. Like this is what when I was in boot camp, you have to wear this thing all the time when you go out to the field because you put like your shit in it. So he's wearing what's the best? He's wearing the military version of a fisherman's vest. I'm not fucking kidding you. That's what this is. It's a fisherman's vest for people in the military. like I think he might have a duty belt on. What in the fuck is he's got a screwdriver here? I think he was putting on a series of rings. He's muttering about his fucking gibberish.
They're actually principles. And I asked another man how much time I have it.
Also, from the orange at this distance, I don't know why this would be relevant to anybody, but I'm 99% sure this is a fucking Klein Tools electrician's flathead, maybe Phillips head screwdriver, which is an extremely expensive screwdriver. And one you'll almost never fucking need. It's a fucking foot-long Klein Tool. Klein Tools is that kind of orange. It could be something else. But that looks like a Klein Tools. Fuck it. I think I have Klein Tools knee pads. Like right over there. It's that orange, but I'm not going to go get them. Like, why would he have that? Why would he have that big-ass electrician screwdriver? Like, it's so hard to describe how weird this is because of the shit that's happening. Like, he's got props he kind of just shouldn't have access to. There's no reason for him to own that. Like, why do you have a Klein Tools long as fuck electrician screwdriver, and why did you bring it to the Four Seasons penthouse? Like, if I had that, it would be reasonable for me to maybe have if someone bought me as a gift, but like I have an electrician screwdriver that is a like, I don't know, maybe like a Craftsman or something. I found it in the wall of a house while I was demoing the wall because someone dropped it in there 25 years ago, and so I just have that now, and it's a flathead screwdriver that's as long. Like, oh, I don't ever need to buy that. There is no reason I can conceive of that I would need to bring that to the Four Seasons penthouse suite.
Said zero.
It looks like he's cosplaying a bad Fortnite skin. It is true.
What's stronger than time? Principles.
It looks like DeWalt. I mean, but it's that orange and black. Hold on. Let's see if I'm right. Hold on. Klein Tools. What do you think? Wow, he's holding it like he is a fucking Klein Tools. It'd be like what, like a 10-inch electrician's flathead screwdriver. Let me get it in one. Oh, motherfucker. I'm on it. Ooh, the one I have might actually be a Klein Tools screwdriver that I found in the wall. It looks exactly like it. Oh, that's for wire bending? I didn't know that. Look at me. That actually might be a DeWalt. The thing I have in my my toolkit that's like old as shit is actually the fucking Klein Tools screwdriver. It's this. But it's so beat up and old that it doesn't look like this anymore. It looks exactly like that. They also have, why did that come up? These, but that's a little off. These are the ones I was talking about, but it has that orange. Maybe DeWalt? Did you guys say DeWalt? DeWalt screwdriver. Oh, that might be a DeWalt. We might have to give it. Might have to give it. I was wrong.
At some point, Joe Rogan, I got your attention. I picked a legitimate fight. Bookending it with love. It's just starting.
Kind of off. Is it Harbor Freight?
Okay, who won the first round? Okay, I guess we'll make it 12 days, okay? It'll be 12 days. Demarcation points around the clock. 12 ancestral tenets. 12 minutes. 12 minutes. In the capital of the greatest state, man. A friendly state. It's called Texas. Welcome to Texas, Joe Rogan. Welcome to Texas. Fighting tension real.
Fuck off. Bro, I think it might be fucking Harbor Freight. It also could just be something I don't recognize from anywhere else. Doyle. Oh, this looks almost exactly like it. No, not quite. I want to know what kind of screwdriver that is. I have no idea why. It's not Craftsman. Oh, here's the old Harbor Freight. Dude, okay, I think that's it. What? It won't open the image? What the fuck, Firefox? Yeah, I think it's actually a Harbor Freight. What in the fuck? Icon. Oh, man. I don't know. I can't... No, none of them quite match. All right, I'm done. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
The alarm's going off. That means something.
That means something.
I'm running out of something. Yeah, I just thinking I didn't want to scratch your face anymore. So maybe just legitimately, I don't want to scratch your face up, so I would just get my nails right for you.
What
But
in the...
the circular one. Oh, you should see it.
Hey, can Justin come with me?
What in the fuck is up with this guy?
Yes to anything and everything.
You don't think it's a screwdriver?
Everything. Can we please make sure that this container, if I'm arrested,
Oh, it could... I guess it could be something else.
I don't know for how long.
I have no
this
ability
container
to
goes
zoom in on
ship.
it.
It doesn't go to Joe Rogan. It doesn't. It goes to the guy who let me in. My wife and I, who let us in. I don't know for how long. This
Come on, you almost
container
gave me
goes to
Does that say Joe Rogan Experience on it? What the fuck? My man's coming over with a gift box. He's got the whole speaker set up. I think that is Perrier. I can't tell exactly.
ship. It doesn't go to Joe Rogan. It doesn't. It goes to anything you guys need. Do you know the password? Because that's incorrect. You got it wrong. Do you know the password? Yes or no? No. Okay. Do you?
Everybody got their dogs out in the hotel.
Yeah, but I don't
Say it, please.
the
Oh no,
F word.
no, Mike.
Dude, this shit's so fucking surreal.
Please let my family be together and celebrate the family or the man after this and not hold resentment.
Is he gonna he's gonna die, dude. Like, he's getting his like last will and testament in order, and it's just like, hey man, hook people up with this shit. I guess I got an espresso today. Oh god, they got the fucking 311 tactical. Look at this boot fucking backpack. Oh god. Look how clean it is. There's nothing I hate in my life more than clean fucking desert tan. There's something offensive about it. It's just, my friend's got a day pack with a keffiyeh on the side of it. Dude, the Afghan vet LARP is god tier. Oh man, we didn't have this shit in Iraq. The keffiyeh stuff was mostly in Afghanistan. Like, there's people in keffiyehs and shit, whatever, but it was mostly just wore them on their fucking head. This is an Afghan in like special forces vet LARP shit. Fucking day pack. It kills me.
We're gonna meet you in there.
And then I guess he gets arrested.
Separate or together? Okay, so what did they say?
They listen,
she's some
just
fucking
take this
foreigner.
with a grain of salt, but they assured me he's gonna be
Swedish
in.
or something.
Yeah.
It's like we got to process you. He'll bail out, but we're talking probably 24 hours.
24 hours?
Maybe first thing tomorrow when he sees the judge.
Oh hell yeah. All right. Oh no, how short is he? Oh, he's so small. He's so tiny. Look how small he is. Damn, they have been shooting him from the ground up. Look at Oh no. What the fuck? Bro, he's in boots. He's in fucking boots. He's barely taller than a car. Look at What? I didn't know. Whoa, bro. Well, how fucking tall is the Liver King? $5.70 shorter than Destiny. Oh no! I thought he was at least tall as fuck. Oh my god, he's so fucking little baby. Oh my god, he's fucking 5'7". Bro, I'm 9 inches taller than him. That's fucking bonkers. Oh god, it all makes sense. The last defender of Moria. Oh my god. Little Queen is just a small bean. Ooh. This is fucking goddamn, dude. Did they have to get the special cuffs out for him? He's a little guy. He's a little fella. Oh my god. You fucking look, dude. Look how fucking big the cop looks to him. He looks like a fucking dwarf. Like not in like a thing. Like he looks like. Could you stand next to an elf? Oh my god, bro. I think that's an Edwards, Xabi, or some other drop-shipped import round file. Okay, yeah. It's not a screwdriver. I thought it was a fucking electrician screwdriver.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys probably actually have a better... You guys can all see it better. I'm on 2 tiny fucking screens. It's funny to think that you can actually watch this on a whole screen and see it better. Oh, fuck. They get him a booster seat. Damn, dude. It's crazy to see somebody get put in a cop car and they don't really need to put the hand on your hand type deal to protect you because they're like, oh, he cleared. It's nuts to get put in the back of a cop car and you got leg room. That's fucking bonkers, bro. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Well, either way, that's the situation. That's what's going on. I just wanted to introduce you guys to the Liver King. Stunlock City to talk about this shit, but like, holy fuck. Oh my god. Okay, never mind. Hold on. Look at his face.
Do that again? Yeah. Kind of saying the same thing in principle. Sleep, eat, move, shield, connect, cold, sun, fight, bond, and cold is thermal pressures. Do you like to get cold, Joe? Do you get warm? Do you do saunas? Do you like to work out? Do you get the sun?
It's nuts knowing this guy's an actual
I don't know
fucking
if you
like...
heard. Hey, Joe Rogan, I want to introduce you to Jim Riggs. Jim Riggs. This is Joe Rogan.
Oh, it's the file. The file.
Jim Riggs gave this to me.
Oh my god, dude. What in the fuck? My man is obliterated. Okay. I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here. Folks, that's the Liver King. I don't have anything else to add. He's in jail for a little bit. Joe Rogan, it's time for you to fight a guy that's an inch shorter than you. Joe Rogan, it is time to fight a guy that's shorter than you, okay? You guys are both the same age. You're both your bodies are fucking obliterated from ped use. You have a cruise of 16-year-old boys with extremely crippling fucking loneliness issues that are going to root for you. I got to see it. Dana White, can we get Dana White out here? Please put these guys in the fucking ring. I know. How tall is Dana White? Well, 10 foot. Dana White's height is 5'10" and 1/4. Who wrote that, Dana White? $5'10" and 1/4. He was filing his nails down so he doesn't scratch Joe's face. What in the fuck? Magnuson round file for $10. Damn it. I was completely wrong. God damn. So he had a what is that for? Is it like a metal file though? Magnuson round file. It's 10 fucking euros. Oh, that's absolutely it. It's like a steelworking file. Why is he using that on his nails? It's not even going to have the right pattern. Yeah, like it's... The picture is a guy fucking deburring like 1/2-inch copper. What the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with this guy? I need a nail file, but don't give me one for nails. Give me one for metal. I'm done with that. I'm done with that. Wow. I was 5'10" and 3/4 in the Marines because everyone's counted. Someone tried to convince me that I was 6'1" once while I was in the Marines while we were doing body weight testing and completely fucked me. I think that might be one of the better reasons I didn't get promotion. I don't know why he was allowed to write it down, because when I went to the Marines, I went to MEPS, and in MEPS you get measured by a nurse, and your height does not decrease that much, if at all. And so I'm 6'4", just literally, maybe slightly shorter than that now with my fucking chunks of my back missing. But this is when I was in my 20s, right? Early 20s. So I was still raw 6'4". And he was so short. The guy that measured me was like 5'7", that he held the thing wrong because he's trying to reach up. He can't reach the top of my head. And then so he just goes and he looks at it like this. Not even the part that's touching back there. And he goes, "You're 6'1". And I'm like, I'm not. Because that guy just got measured from as 6'1", and I am clearly taller than him. Do you know what I mean? They're like, no. And they wrote it down. They're like, yeah, your BMI's too high. You wrote down a BMI for somebody that's 3 inches shorter than me, which is fairly fucking significant. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, yeah, you're going to be on the weight program. How am I going to be on the weight program? What the fuck do I have left to lose? You know what I mean? The fucking stupid shit. Oh my God. Dana White is 5'9" in real life, probably. We got to figure out exactly what dropship generic file it is to get the Liver King's manicure. Dude, that thing is going to eat your fucking... It's going to either rip a giant flake off of your fucking nail. Or like it's so weird. It's like, oh yeah, what do you do? Like, oh, I only sand with fucking 20 grit sandpaper because anything else is softer for women. You're making you're making furniture. Yeah, I only use 80 grit. It's big grit, strong grit for men. You are making furniture. You should probably be using like 2,000, 8,000 grit to get it really smooth. What are you talking about? What are you, a fucking beta using 2,000 grit sandpaper? You can barely feel it scratch. Yeah, because you're polishing the wood. What are you talking about? I don't know how to tell you this, beta, but you should probably be using 80 grit sandpaper. Removes a lot more wood. It's better it's more efficient sandpaper overall. What are you talking about? Like, that's what all these people sound like to me when they talk. You know, it's like, what are you gonna get? You gonna get a nail file? You get a nail file? What, for girls? What, am I gay? I got strong, manly nails. I'm gonna use a file for deburring copper. It's like, dude, the file's gonna have slots in it your fucking fingernail can fit into. Your fingernail's not copper. Why would you use it? Because I'm a man. And as a man, I'm going to use the hardest, most difficult nail file ever. What, dude, you're already crossed into the gay barrier. I hate to break it to you. You're filing your nails. Okay? The thing that you're filing has to at least be larger than the grit on the paper to be affected by it. So why are you using a nail file, a metal file? It's got giant slots in it to shave away metal. Are you made out of metal? I like to think I am. But literally, are you? No, but like literally, are you made out of metal? No, and I don't see why that's appropriate to mention. Fucking use a fucking nail file. You fucking dildo. Why the fuck are you using a file for deburring steel? Also, why are you using a round file? Your fingernails are round. You should use a flat file. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, my nail goes in a circle like this. What am I going to use to file it? Use something that's the opposite shape so that there's the smallest possible amount of contact with the material and it's uneven as fuck. That is what you should do. What the fuck? Okay. Went up to 2K on my bookshelf. It was crazy. I could see a reflection in the hickory. Yeah, dude, fuck. When you find out it goes up to like 10K and then past that, it's like paste that you buy and you're like, make it smoother. Like, we can make it smoother, man. We can go all the way. To be fair, no one knows what a diet of cock and balls has done to the composition of his nails. I'm going to guess they're pretty fucking flaky.